Hi everyone, this is Arjuna, aka Professional High Priestess, and I want to say this. This has been coming up a lot in regards to karmic readings that I've been doing, and just when I'm in the collective overall, in regards to people's households being bills. And we just did the. I just got off at Patreon because I did the health class. We did part one of the health class. We still got a bonus for dental health, and then we got a whole four other organ and energy systems that we're going to be going into. And I just thought about like how much energy it takes up just to like focus on your health and your self-care and your well-being, let alone the fact if you have kids and you have a job or things like that. And then, I thought about how grateful I am and how grateful you should be too, that your energy is geared towards your healing and your development. Because a lot of y'all are starting to see results too for focusing on yourself and doing what you want to do. Your kids are happy. Your household is intact. Your health is getting better. You're finding clarity. You see a pathway forward. And that just brought me to the dichotomy. My guides were saying, you see, that's what happens when you focus on the things that you can't control. When you focus on your health, your house is in order. And then after I went to go clean up my bathtub and things like that, and because I'm gonna do a little bath, but then I just thought about how grateful I am to be able to have stability. I know that's something that a lot of you guys are trying to get to as well. Like, I want my own place and I want something better and things like that. You're gonna be getting there. Trust me. You're gonna be getting there. September is gonna be a time of major change for a lot of y'all. That's what my guides are telling me too. And then they were telling me, you see, this is why you focus, because now look at the peace of mind that you can have in your own space. A lot of these karmics, they have hell in their households. Maybe they even have luxury or things like that, but they can't even stand to be in their own house because of the bullshit that they brought upon themselves. And a lot of this, the message that my guys specifically were saying is they refuse to stay in their lane. Now there's hell and hot water in their household. And they were saying, you see, this is why we wanted you to focus on this. This is why we wanted you to do like this. Stay in this lane, because now look what you can have. A lot of these karmics don't know how they're going to pay their bill for the next month. For some of you guys that are like that, start doing Uber or Lyft or something like that. Start hustling, get you a job. I'm telling you, you'll probably get something like this, and then you'll talk to your landlord where you can just be a week late or something like that. You'll work it out. Ask friends or people that you can trust for support. Because I know there's a lot going on right now because of COVID and things like that too. So I don't want people to think that, oh, you're being punished or something like that. No, there's also societal factors that you can't control that are at work. So I want to just make that clear. But a lot of these karmics are not dealing with COVID or the economy. They're dealing with karma. And that's why their household is in shambles. A lot of these karmics, they don't even take care of their kids. Their kids are hella bad, or they don't listen, or they're lacking in development. They're going back to school now, and the teachers are saying that this home learning, that they weren't really doing the work. The parent wasn't watching them or keeping them on their P's and Q's. A lot of these karmics, video games and TV is raising their children as well as YouTube. Or they don't even know where their children are. Some of these people, their children are minors. 16, 17, their kids are out wandering. Because they were so busy in your lane. Now chickens are coming home to roost. Their house is in shambles. They're not cleaning up. Things are piling up and things like that because they're creating karma. They're so busy focused on you. Look at their house. Or the energy in the house is fucked up because all the magic that they were playing with is backfiring now, impacting their kids too. There's war in their household now for a lot of these karmics. And they didn't know the price that they were going to pay when they were going to be playing games. Now their kids are also being impacted. Somebody asked me about what can you guys do for healing with your kids? We did a whole session, a collective session, and so many mothers and fathers, they put tips and tools. I'm going to reshare it on my timeline. So for those of you who are dealing with that, where people are attacking you and your kids, you guys can get help for the babies, and they recover very quickly. Their development has been stunted because they're so busy worried about you, and their kids can see it, and everyone else can. Some of these karmics can't even pay their bills. And that's how the Most High is going to have it for a very long time because of what they play with. A lot of these karmics are being completely cut off from finances. They're being forced into uncomfortable situations. They're being put out of situations where they were living in luxury and shit like that. It's over for them. Some of these karmics were playing. You know, they're so busy playing on social media, stalking and harassing you when they could get a job. One of these karmics got herself caught up today on my Instagram. Because you know when you start following people and perping and shit like that, it shows who pages you should follow. But this karmic doesn't even work. And they're out running around playing games to get money. You see what I'm talking about? Everyone had a choice to make. There's a choice now that they're seeing. They're seeing the repercussions. Some of these karmics are going to get forced into a tower where they have to scramble. And we talked about this being prepared. And that being prepared comes from you doing your healing work, focusing on yourself. So you're staying ready so that you don't have to get ready. Then you got the job energy right here too. And with the job energy, this is like people are slacking at their job and they're having problems. Because they were trying to bring drama and chaos to your front door. Now look. Dear bright and well-living ancestors, what messages do you have? They have chaos and drama in their household now. And for a lot of these karmics that have children, you know, chickens are coming home to roost for them. And they're starting to realize having children is more than just giving them snacks and letting them be at the iPad all day and stuff like that too. You have to play with them, engage with them, and all these different type of things. They weren't equipped because they just wanted the man. Now it's manifesting in their face. And these are how the long-term impacts of split decision making. What messages do you have? There's hell in our household now. While you guys are going to be moving into getting new homes, finding stability. If you guys have been maybe couch surfing or homeless, you're going to get into a shelter. If you've been in a shelter, you're going to get your own housing. Things are going to be moving up and out for you. What messages do you have here? You're going to be hearing back from jobs because you've stayed in your lane. What messages do you have? Is chaos in their household? Some of these karmics, they're telling the parent, I want to go live with daddy, or I want to go live with the other parent, or something like that. Or they're going and telling the other parent everything that this karmic is doing because they see it's fuckery. You got banished right here. Yeah. The kids don't want to be in the household because the spell work too. They feel like there's something going on. And with the prayer and affirmations cards, these karmics, their prayers are falling on deaf ears. Now they want to pray because they see it impacting their children. They see it impacting their bills, and now it's impacting their stability. No. You set the affirmation every single day that you were hell-bent on doing A, B, C, and D to somebody, it ricocheted back into this karmic. Every day that they were so hell-bent on you being out in the cold, or you being destroyed, or you looking at this certain way, and da-da-da-da-da, it's reversed back onto them now. Now they're seeing it manifest in their own reality. They're trying to create a false reality for you. And they only doubled their karma. Then you got crown chakra energy right here too. A lot of these karmics too with the crown chakra energy in regards to their household is a mess. The spiritual conversations need to happen in terms of what's going on. Some of these karmics are going to have to confess because too much craziness keeps on happening around their household. So something's happening every single day, and they're going to have to confess about the spell work. Some of these karmics try to send you infestations. Now their home is infested. Some of these karmics too, for them, some of them specifically that have home businesses, and I know for some of you guys this has been a trigger, so please do not take this personally. But for some of these karmics that operate and they've been getting the reversal of the bullshit they've been putting out, they may have home businesses where they make body stuff or clothing things or bags or food items, and people are complaining because they're finding stuff in it. Because they can't get their shit in order because they're so busy worried about you. Chasing two rabbits, you can't catch either one. You can't ride two horses with one ass. The banish energy, a lot of these karmics are getting fired from work because people are seeing them. They're seeing what's going on. Their true colors are showing though. People are intuitively saying, oh no, this person is involved in something else completely. Because the dark energies that they've been sending out are going back into their energy field. And people can smell it and pick it up. Now they're at war. Now with the banished energy, this is what I was saying. There's going to be some type of unexpected towers for a lot of these karmics. This is how reality is going to set in. An unexpected, like, They have to pay a bill or some shit like that. Or their kids' CPS gets called. And this is not for like frivolous things, you know, this is like for real stuff happening. You know, a lot of these babies, unfortunately, they're dealing with the backfire of spiritual attacks in the household or stuff like that. Or this karmic housemates, and they've been playing with spell work, and it's backfiring to the house, and maybe the housemates have kids or some shit like that. They're asking the karmic to go. That's something that I am picking up here. Or if this is like maybe a situation where the karmic lives with their parents or something like that, and the family knows that they're involved in spirituality or spell work. They're putting two and two together. It's you bringing this bullshit to my household. You need to leave. Their development is stunted. What messages do you have? What's the crown chakra? This is how people have to learn. It's only when your household isn't at complete disarray or you don't have one at all. Some of these karmics have really even like that's what I'm saying. Like it's to the point where these karmics are going to be out in the cold, and it's because of karma for spell work and other bullshit, gang stalking or lying or playing games. Some of these karmics, they went and told lies to your twin or some shit like that. Or they got caught being goofy or playing a game. Now it's hostile in the household or it's weird because their true mind with the crown chakra is getting exposed. We talked about this in the twin flame reading. We've been talking about how a lot of these karmics, these masculines are seeing it for exactly who they are. They cannot unsee it now. And they're just making themselves look silly, trying to avoid it or change what they're doing or make it seem like it's something else. It is what it is. You're messy. Low vibing. Focus on your motherfucking self. That's why this is coming out. You got blood magic. These karmics were so busy. And look, didn't I say there's a tower coming? Look. These karmics, some of these, the ones, this, another thing here is them that were doing magic on these masculines for money and stuff like that. For the way that some of these, the Most High is going to have it for some of these people is they're going to really just put the karmic in a really fucked up, compromising situation. And all the stuff that they were doing with this blood magic is going to end up being at work against them. These glamour spells are coming home to roost right now because they were so busy on trying to, how do I manipulate people outside of me instead of how do I just basically step up and boss up on my own and do the things that I need to do for myself. See, these karmics hustle backwards. They hustle all the way backwards. You don't do that. Your thing is about how do you go and secure the bag in a way that's actually ethical, in a way that's sustainable long term, even if you have to use a couple of different streams to get there. And then when you get the bag, how do you really secure it long fucking term? They don't think about that. They just think about how to catch a big fish and then they sink the whole ship. And this is how the Most High is teaching these karmics. You're over fucking zealous and you're messy. But it's this lack of development that has them with this wishful thinking. Their jobs are in disarray. They're sitting online watching you one day or stalking and shit like that. And they got stuff to do. They're not even taking care of their kids. Clarify banish. Says rejection is protection. We, with the banish energy here too. And this is another thing with the banish and the rejection is protection. This is why the Most High also too wanted you to stay away from some of these people. Because they already knew that these people were going to lead you astray or try to bring you into their energy or lower your vibration. That's why you're going to see a lot of karmics that were playing games with you and stuff like that. You're going to see them. The test is coming. Judgment has already been called. It's really this hermit season that we're about to go into. It's this winter. This winter is going to really be like a major turning point for a lot. And it's that time where people have to be forced to go within that they're going to really realize that they've been running away. They've been dissociating. They've been so busy picking on you and focusing on you and shit like that their household is falling apart. This is when they're really going to see it. Energy vampire at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So busy focused on you, playing with your name and shit like that. This is another thing. Oh, you know, another reason why these karmics are having hell in their household. It was 444 people in the chat as I said that. Because they've been tampering with people's energy, like using your energy to build or being hella lazy and clout chasing, throwing you under the bus, shit like that. Not doing the things that they know that they should have been doing because of this lack of development. And now they're losing because you pulled your energy back. And everything that they try to build, their household is imploding. Their relationships are imploding. Their jobs are imploding. Whatever their money schemes or whatever, it's imploding because they built it off your energy. A lot of these karmics were keeping up a whole bunch of chaos and conflict for their own personal gain. It's imploding now. Now the shit is returned to their households and they can't stand it. But you wanted to bring this to somebody else. That's what I'm saying. They got the mirror effect. You want to bring chaos and calamity? You want to cause these problems? Okay, you've been praying for it and wishing for it for somebody else. Now it's going to be at your front door. How about that? You're the one that's going to be dealing with stagnation and drama and chaos and lack and things like that. While this person's going to actually have what they have. And if you guys have noticed, even when you're going through things, you can pay your rent. You found ways to clear yourself. Your children are happy. You even incorporate them into, hey, let's go find herbs. Or you guys want to do like, you want to learn how to do candles and da-da-da-da-da. Some of these karmics are in opposition with their children because the entity that's in their energy field, the baby spirit is rejecting it. They're crying. They don't want to be around. These karmics are snapping at their kids and taking their anger out on the kids from shit backfiring. And this is especially for people that are initiated and things like that. Their children are now starting to get the spirit of depression because the initiations that the karmics, the mothers and the fathers are doing, because the entity has entered into the bloodline now and it's sucked the jewels that it needed to be called upon. Wow, this is crazy. Not just the kids or other people just living around them too. Even some of the older ones. They want no parts. A lot of these karmic mothers, you guys may not deal with them. They're having problems and issues with their other siblings or their own friends or your aunts or your uncles or stuff like that because of the bullshit that they've been doing. That's why the Most High wanted you to stay away. No, this is going to be a whole tower. We want you to focus over here. Let them deal with that shit because their household is going to be in disarray. No, we don't want you to be in a relationship with him because his household is going to be in disarray or is in disarray. The Most High wanted to keep you away from disarray. You want to know something else too with these karmics, their household is in shambles? Is some of these too, like y'all need to be careful with these men folk for my divine feminine. Somebody said something hella stupid in my comments and you're getting biggity blocked. Bitch, you sound hella stupid. And God punish you for even opening your mouth to say some stupid ass shit like that on my channel. You're a fucking demon in the flesh. For you to even insinuate some stupid, wicked shit like that. Sorry about that, y'all. I just had to put that out there. Bitch, don't ever fucking play with me. You're just mad because that's probably one of the same hoes that be playing with shit and it's impacting them and their kids. And they're like, oh, I see it now. Well, it must be you causing it. No. How is me making awareness of your bullshit, me doing it? Come on now. That's what this disarray that I'm talking about. Their households is in shambles. They want someone to blame. Ain't no one to fucking blame. Ain't no one attacking your kids. Bitch, that's you. You're bringing karma to your children with the fuckery that you're doing. Honey jar, right. Glamoring men. All them honey jars turn into sour jars real quick with these karmics with the banish energy. It's been rejected. Now, another thing that I also wanted to add here. Ooh, why did I lose my train of thought? I'm going to get back. For some of my divine feminines, some of y'all are dealing with some of these men folk. And their house is not in order. Their finances are not in order. Just be careful because you do not want that to come to you. Sometimes these men that you attract, they're a part of a spiritual attack as well. And then it gets you off your game. Some of these karmics too, that are maybe even chasing after your masculine or something like that, they're putting all their eggs in one basket. It's not about putting all their eggs in one basket, but they were banking on him doing this and this and that, and them being this and this and this and that, and him staying under the spells. Now it's been broken. And he's awake. And they're like, oh, fuck, what am I going to have to do? I actually have to get a real job. I have to be a real fucking adult. I have to actually really get my shit together. Yeah, like real people do. Or the Moon Empress, anything that triggers you is not actually a trigger at all. It's putting a motherfucker in their place because they're talking crazy. Okay, so let's look at it from that perspective as well. Clarify banish. I'm sorry, I apologize y'all for cursing it because I also know that there's older folks that watch my channel, but she really got at me hella sideways. And I feel like it was synchronistic that I saw that. Anyway, that's what we're talking about with this lack of development. You got major financial loss. Exactly what I was talking about. Jealous of you and your spiritual gifts. Ooh wee, baby. You see what I'm talking about? This jealousy over spiritual gifts, this spiritual competition bullshit. This wanting to start wars in the spiritual realm over jealousy is what's causing problems in these karmic households right now. And you want to know another thing here too? This is also to the jealousy too. The jealousy because of the lack of healing that they wanted to do. Now their household is in disarray. They're jealous of you because you're at peace or something like that. or they were jealous of you, and whatever they were acting on because of that jealousy is now why they're in disarray. They come so much competition when they needed to be in competition with being a good parent, be in competition with their bills, be in competition with their job, be in competition with their development, be in competition with creating a proper and healthy household for themselves and the people that they live with. But they're so busy worried about you, though. Now chickens are coming home to roost. And it says, I didn't know karma was this bad. You see? Yeah. Because they're getting the repercussions of their actions. Clarify, I didn't know karma was this bad. What's the prayer and affirmations? But this is why they're getting karma, because they wanted this for you, though. And this is how the Most High is teaching them. Why would you spend so much time and energy trying to wish that when you can be working and bothering with yourself? Clarify prayer affirmations. And it says here, I'm obsessed with you. Ooh, you want to know something too with this household in disarray? These karmas got secret sugar daddies. A lot of them, they don't want to work. They want to play or something like that. They got secret sugar daddies or whatever. And these sugar daddies are ruining their lives. They wanted money from these men or they're masculine or something like that. Now they're in a fucked up position because either one, the man is awoken and he doesn't want to give them any more money. He's not. Or two, these karmics want to get away from this sugar daddy, or they want to get out of this lifestyle. But they had the time to do so. This is where their energy was focused. Instead of building upon themselves, networking and getting to where they needed to go, they're figuring out how to build on other people. That's that energy vampire shit that we were talking about. How to use other people in the attainment of their goals. That's why they're dealing with their house in disarray. Because they weren't just relying on themselves and the Most High, they're pulling other people's energy in, and it's creating a whole type of complex type of karma where multiple people and multiple factors are involved. Money schemes, yeah. These karmics want shortcuts. Their house is in disarray now. This can also be too for some of your family members and stuff like that, where there's money stuff. How are you, man? I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. They want to practice jealousy, but you see, the rational mind would be like, you don't even know me. Why are you jealous? Or why aren't you focused on yourself? But that's not the mind of a karmic. You made me feel some type of way about myself. So instead of me to figure out what's wrong with me, I'm going to project and I'm going to gaslight and I'm going to deflect. A lot of these karmics, I'm telling you, for some of them, they wait every single day for you to be on social media or something like that, just so they can like have something to talk about or whatnot, because you're the center of their fucking universe. And in the process of doing that, that's why they're falling off now. They can't pay their bills. Imagine you're sitting on the street with the whole box of your stuff because you wanted to stalk somebody all day. Like these karmics literally retired, especially over quarantine, guys. Especially over quarantine when people were either working at home or they were released off work. They were just relying on unemployment. This is enough to pay my bills and stuff like that. Now when it's really like, oh shit, I'm backed up and I need this and I need that, and things are getting taken away from them with a major financial loss, they're realizing this is what I gave up to play games. This is what I gave up to stock. This is how the Most High is dealing with people, yo. Oh no, you thought you were gonna get that unemployment check? Bloop, nope. You thought you were gonna get that contract? Bloop, nope. You were gonna play games like that and then we were gonna just give you all this financial abundance? No, boom, we're taking it away. Because this is what you were doing. You were playing too many fucking games and karma's here. Or for some of these karmics, they thought like, no, you thought you were going to do all that rowdy ass shit and that CPS wasn't going to get called? No. You thought that you were going to do all that crazy ass stuff and you weren't going to be investigated? Nah. And they're realizing it now too. Clarify, the tower is coming. Blood magic. And this is for some of these masculines as well that like to practice sex addiction and playing with all these different karmics and shit like that. Now they look stupid. So instead of working on yourself as a man and doing your development, you were chasing after bitches and busting down walls and shit like that, when you could have been working on yourself. Now it's showing. This is also too what we're talking about. Everyone's getting their report card. Saturnian lesson energy. And this is why their households are in shambles. Having secret children and shit like that. Double lifestyles coming out because they didn't want to do their work. Now their household is in shambles, or going back and forth between multiple women, or not taking care of their children for some of your baby daddies or your brothers or something like that, causing problems. Ex-wives fighting with new wives and all types of stuff. Girlfriends and baby mamas going at it, all kinds of drama chaos happening around them. And that's what they get for trying to play Mac Daddy Don Juan. You know, I seen the Kardashians, they have this page where they sell all their used clothes and items and shit like that. I get it. I don't know if other celebrities do that too, but it's like that to me let me know that they're having stuff going on with their money. A lot of these people that flex and oh, they got coins and shit like that, hella stuff is gonna start to come out. They don't really got the coins that they thought. Or they were so busy involved in low vibrational bullshit that this the Most High was like, this is how we're gonna deal with you because you're gonna turn around and you're gonna have A, B, C, and D to deal with in front of you. And then it says here, I look stupid. Yeah, because they're getting exposed now. In front of their own children, in front of their families, in front of their coworkers, in front of their groups or something like that. Their community. Mind your household, mind your business. That's like one of the main things that you should live by, but they didn't. You were their problem. You were their job. A lot of these karmics were super obsessed with being in your energy and trying to control you and play games because they're sociopaths. There's something wrong with you. It's a chemical imbalance. And now this shit is manifesting in terms of their, with the Eight of Pentacles, reputation being ruined because with the moon, their subconscious mind mental illness is showing here. And that's how the Most I wanted to have it with the Two of Swords or a Seven of Swords energy. Clarify, I look stupid and the Tower is coming. You got the World card. Yeah, that's done. And this is also too, some of these karmics that were so hell-bent on trying to create animosity between you and your masculine or you and your person, and your name is always coming up, or they're making, some of these karmics were even making fake ass profiles. Like I said making fake profiles, or they got caught perping on your profile and shit like that, but their life is not even together. I feel like there's gonna something that's gonna happen, like this karmic's gonna try to use your name in something. Oh, you look, you see, see, or something, or she's gonna try to create something or manufacture something, and this is what's gonna really get her caught the fuck up with her money scheme, or this obsession with you. And like I said, that's what's gonna show this masculine, this karmic is a complete, total clown. Clarify, banish. You have the Six of Cups, and you got the Sun card. This is also too, some people are gonna wanna come back from your past because their lives are in shambles and their household is in shambles. That's not your problem. Some of these karmics here with the Six of Cups, some of them are even gonna just try to like say, oh, I'm gonna just say I'm sorry. Maybe that will stop the karma. It's not. It's not. You're gonna live out your sentence. Some of these karmics with the Six of Cups now, they're reminiscing on how did I get here? Why did I even get into this? Because of mental illness. When you're in those flames and fumes of being psychotic and playing games, it's like a high. And it's like it turns off your prefrontal cortex, which is rational thinking, right and wrong, holistic thinking, intuitive. So it's like they're just thinking out of their reptilian brain. They're really not, it's like, you know that saying, like, are you in your right mind? They're not in their right mind. They're in their lower mind, period. They're not in a mind at all when they're in the reptilian brain, because that just thinks and does. They're seeing it now. This lack of regulation and lack of self-control, this obsession over other people, not minding my fucking business, not doing my healing work is why I'm in this situation in the first place. Stop being messy. Thank you for the super chat. This was also too with parents and things like that with the Six of Cups. And why they're beefing with all their kids or all their other family members or things like that, because they've been being messy the whole time. Now chickens are coming home to roost. Their true colors are showing. This is how reality is setting in. No, you thought that you were just gonna, it's like basically trying to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Eventually there's gonna be infections and festers and stuff like that. That's what's happening now. It's festering. The sword is festering. Clarify, I'm obsessed with you. I didn't know karma was this bad. This is also what we're talking about with, Seven of Wands. This is what we're talking about with these karmics going to go be sugar babies and shit like that. Or maybe even cloud chasing after your person, or, you know, throwing you under the bus to go. These are also people that they want to go run after certain cliques, so they try to throw you under the bus. Now they're getting blocked by those cliques. Now they look hella stupid chasing after that clique. Now their professional reputation is in shambles. It's impacting their household because their spouse is asking, you ruined my reputation too, being a part of that. It wasn't just you when you got involved in that. That's something that I'm also picking up here as well. Or it's their children. They maybe have grown children or something like that, that their children are now being impacted from the bullshit that the mother or the father was doing. Their reputation looks hella ruined now. So we got secret sugar daddy here too. And this is what we were talking about with the Seven of Wands. These karmics, they want to get away from their sugar daddies, or they want to get away from these karmic masculines. Some people, they want to escape the harem. Basically, it's too late for that. When you join that shit, you win for life. Blood in and blood out. Period. What's the Seven of Wands and the secret sugar daddy? I'm obsessed with you. And these karmas got blocked. Knight of Wands, exactly. All their wishes and prayers for you to be this or this or that, it got blocked and returned to them. Boom. What their household is in shambles. Some of these karmics are dealing with hella chaos and opposition. Or some of them that have been, some of you guys that like know some of these karmics that play with love spells, or they're always trying to like be in third parties. Some of these men are hella abusive as fuck with the Knight of Wands. Now they're dealing with the tyrant. So they willingly put themselves into a situation to be dominated and for somebody to try to have dominion over them. Now they're realizing like, fuck, I want to get out of this. But they were so busy focusing on the wrong things. You worry about the wrong things, the wrong things. Yeah, I'm telling you. These motherfuckers wanted to clout chase and shit like that instead of trying to build something authentic, being themselves. Now they're realizing clout chasing don't pay the bills. Focus on your skills. You want to know another thing here too? A lot of these karmics, the lack of their skill set is being exposed. The lack thereof of their skill set is being exposed. For some of these karmics that were even trying to like worry about you and your work ethic or compete with you and stuff like that or talk down on you, they don't even have your skill set. And that's why, something else that's going to be happening for a lot of you guys, a lot of these karmics are going to be completely embarrassed because you're outdoing them. And that's another message that I got. They've been attacking you, causing problems for you, but you're the one outdoing them and living better than them. And that comes back to the message that I gave out initially when I said that when we were doing the health class, aren't you glad that this is what you focus on? You can have stability and peace of mind. It's the same exact thing with this concept that I just brought up. These karmics trying to use trying to down your work ethic or something like that, or spying and stalking and obsessing over you and trying to find anything to discredit you, not finding shit. But meanwhile, all the skills that they claim to have and how much better than they were than you, they can't even produce it when push comes to shove. They're showing up empty fucking handed or with not much anyways. A whole bunch of shit taped together and glued together. Looking really crazy. Yeah, energy goes where attention goes. Let's see what we got for these other decks. Consequences. Everybody got choices. They made their bed, not laying in. It's chaos in their household. Their children are at war with each other because the parent is so busy displaying that or doing other types of low vibrational bullshit. What messages do you have? Ooh. But you want to know, for some of y'all too, this was also a test. It was also supposed to happen like that, especially for those of you in the workplace when they were so busy focused on you and trying to tear you down, only for them to be getting marks and reviews and put on probation and removed from their job and shit like that and asked to leave or getting recalled or demoted and stuff like that. Because they're so busy focused on you, playing on you, that their whole jobs, everything suffered. Chasing two rabbits, you can't catch either one. Trying to take down a divine being is a full-time job. You need everyone got to be hands on deck full-time. So if you want to take down a divine being, it got to be full-time. So you need to leave your day job and all these other things. Otherwise, you ain't going to get the job done, period. And they're realizing that now. And now look at what's happening on the other side of that. Or they're realizing that they're hella delayed. Or it's being manifested in front of hella people. There's no one to be mad at but you, boo. What messages do you have, please? These karmics are learning now. What messages do you have? It's war. It's chaos in their households. Chaos in their own mind. What messages do you have? It's chaos in their households. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, and it says surrender to the divine. Ooh. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Now, for you all, this is also what I said. Didn't I say that because a lot of y'all stayed in your lane and did what you were supposed to be doing? You guys are going to be going into better opportunities, better jobs and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. When you hear some of these things that I'm saying, It's a lot of people that it's happening to, y'all. Don't think, oh, that's happening to me. Am I getting karma? No. There's other circumstances and things like that. And if you know you're a good person and you do right and you work hard on all these different type of things, you know, and you're open for the universe, you're open to working hard and all that type of things, the Most High is going to bring you opportunities and they're going to help you. That's why it says the end of a cycle approaches, because you focus on what you could control, which is yourself and your livelihood and your household. These karmics were so busy on your household. Maybe you guys were going through divorces. They were gossiping, oh, hee hee ha ha, or shit like that. Or maybe you were going through some type of trauma, or you were going through some type of like, you know, karmic event, or going through something in your life, or something like that. And they're so busy, even maybe joining it, trying to add to the fire, or speculating and shit like that. Now their shit is coming out. Now their lack of focus on their own life is coming out. And they're going to have to answer to that. That whole time I was focused on this person, trying to tear them down, do this and this and this and that. Look what I manifested here. That's why when it says surrender to the divine, these karmics need to surrender that mental illness bullshit to the divine. They need to surrender stalking and watching and praying to the divine. With the surrender to the divine too, a lot of these karmics have made you their God, literally though. If they really think about it, they've made you their God. By focusing on you all day, it's like a ritual. They wake up, the first thing, it's you. Consistently going to make their offering or their tithes by paying for shit to get done to you. Consistently reading your gospel, which is studying and stalking your social media. They made you their God. Then it says here, don't let pride get in the way. Yeah. Pride got in their way. They were so busy focused on you. And all of this says full moon, full moon, full moon, culmination of a cycle. All three of these are full moon energy cards. So there you have it, y'all. And it's a follow-up too from the they failed their Saturnian lesson. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps and I hope you enjoy. Bye.